they have very little reserve. So if we can keep them solvent for the period of time that they're closed, then we have a chance of bringing them back or most of them back. And one of the good pieces of this legislation is it actually covers sole proprietorship. There's 24 million of the 30 million small businesses, not just one person who runs the business, and that's their livelihood. So they are eligible to
Morning.
pay themselves for these loans and have it all forgiven. I think if we can keep people going, then their business can come back when demand comes back. Nothing the Fed can do to stimulate the economy is going to work until these businesses can open their doors. So it depends a lot on whether it's 8 weeks or longer.
Karen, thank you so much. Karen Mills, who is, of course, former of the Small Business Administration. Greatly appreciate your ability to do this today. Paul, I've got the Bloomberg terminal out here. It's on my cell phone, folks. It's really, it's sort of an act of God, to be honest. I mean, it's really
Morning, Jay.
it really works.
The folks at Bloomberg know what they're doing in terms of putting all this stuff in the bubble, and you know, it's just
If you're at hockey practice at 2:30 p.m. on a Thursday, you can stay in touch with Wall Street out of your cell phone.
yeah, wonderful functionality. It's just so there.
Or other geographies, I should say, as well. The VIX 61.52. Yes, the VIX in 2 big points now, as Paul mentioned, a lift to the market. Here's 6 minutes away, make it 5 minutes away to the open. Futures up 15, Dow futures up 228. Paul, again, looking at the bond market, as I do, if I could scroll down with the Bloomberg finger. Yields are in a solid 2 basis points through 3.32%. On the 2-year, the 10-year, 0.81%.
Yeah, absolutely, Tom. So we're seeing some stability in the marketplace. I think that's again, I think that's what most investors are looking for. Is enough of the huge swings, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 percentage points in either direction. A couple of days, a number of days of just kind of stability in the marketplace,
Yeah.
so people get their bearings a little bit. And I think people are really looking at the bond market, so that's kind of where the concern is right now.
And folks, the Bloomberg Financial Conditions Index is -6 standard deviations. It was grimmer 2 days ago. It's a little bit better today as well. Plus, we're going to Tom King, an historic day for American Labor Day.
Alright, so let's see what's going to happen today. Got a couple of minutes with the open. Nothing really stands out more than just AIM. Nothing stands out more than just AIM. Let's see what's going to happen here today. Bloodbath kind of job report, maybe. This week, and see, I'm looking at Tilray, TLRI, or TLRY, Tilray. Market gapping up this morning a little bit. Really not necessarily from yesterday's high I'm talking about. In regards to that, then it's not gapping up at all. Alright, so AIM. Watching AIM here. We got about 2 minutes. About 2 minutes. Nothing really stands out to me right now, more than just aim and Tilray. Other than that, everything else looks kind of weird. So I got a couple of things that I added yesterday. Some seconds to reopen. Alright. Good luck, guys. AIM has a trend line at 195. 195. That could be from a prior day, a couple of days ago. Now watching JetBlue and OXY. JetBlue and OXY. Again, energy sector stocks here. $12.56 on OXY. 12.56 on OXY. 12.64 on OXY. Pulling back. Tilray moving higher. JetBlue as well. OXY pulling back. High in the daily on OXY 1264. 1281. 1368. $12.81. OXY, we'll tap that 1281. Top of that, we have 1368. 1368. JetBlue moving higher. Tilray flag another 5. OXY. 13. It's gonna get hold it seems. Let's see here.
How to prosecute that process of getting hold of that horizon.
Should not pull back. Micro pullback right here. OXY pulling back. A little bit of buying 1255. 1255.
So Tobias, does that suggest that we're really in a trading kind of environment here until we get a better handle on kind of the scale and scope and the timing of the virus and where things are going?
Watching the BWA test. 1270 prior high. 1270 prior high. OXY. JetBlue pulling back. $12. There's some more room to run down. Bit stacking at 1250. Prior high 1270. 1 minute time frame. Pen moving higher though. Pen moving higher today. Yeah, I bet the spread could be pretty bad on that one though. OXY moving back to 1281. Moving back to 1281. About to break that resistance. 1304. I rejected 1281 first time around. 1281 is the high on the daily. High on the daily. Can see people hitting the bid right there at 1279. Moving slowly there, but it's actually kind of rejecting the 1281. I'd like to take a short on this one, but he has to get under the 1259 though. That's the thing. We're talking about 20 cents away now. 20 cents away now. Is this like holding very tight under 1281? He was able to break this last candle 1284. Okay, seems like it's going to get a little bit of support here unless it rejects really the 1304. So that way, if it gets all the way to 13, it's gonna probably reject that price right there, come right back down. I need to look at Apache. Yeah, Apache's not really doing too great. TALO, it's really not a lot of volume there. So I'm gonna keep that one on watch. Where's the SDK, MBO, VT? There you go, OXY.
Tobias, is short interest still valid? I mean, the way you measure shorts out there,
Okay, I'm gonna wait for a pullback on OXY. I'm not gonna try to chase it now. It's gone. So I need to wait for a pullback to be able to get in, because it's probably gonna come under 1281. Since yesterday, I've noticed that the REITs have been moving. Very nice push. Very nice push. 1320. Then we have 1368 at the next leg. 1368. Expecting a pullback though. Expecting a pullback. I'm not gonna chase it now. Too late for me. I didn't get that entry before. Watching the prior low, 1306. Prior low, 1306. Pretty decent move up on OXY and JetBlue as well. I'm gonna keep an eye on JetBlue here. Why? Because it's pulling back, and there could be a chance for a nice bounce on JetBlue. OXY pulling back though. Prior low 1309. Prior low 1309. iMac on the move. iMac on the move. iMac. Cable flag formation on the 1 minute time frame. 1327. Gotta watch at 1327. Still probably not going to break onto that one, or break over that one. I apologize. 1308. Topping candle 1308. We have about a minute and a half to close on the 5 minute time frame candle. On OXY, I'm watching this consolidation right here. Missed the first move. which was actually an excellent, strong move right out of the gates. Big seller 1325. This move has been extremely strong. Extremely strong. Nice bull flag on the 1 minute time frame though. Good bull flag on the 1 minute time frame. OXY. I don't know if this has any type of news, but this is being really extremely strong today. $13.68, another daily level about to be hit here. $13.68, another daily level. It's going to be hit here. Beautiful clean move on OXY this morning. The rest of the energy sector stocks are not moving the way that this one has moved so far today. Let's take a look at JetBlue here. Still going down. Still going down. iMac on the move. iMac on the move. 275. Open around 215. Pulling back a little bit. OXY. iMac seems to be pretty strong though. It depends on your risk tolerance, to be honest with you. I'm not trading iMac right now, so on iMac, for example, the next leg up and resistance that you have is 350, which is $0.50. So right now you have a $3 and 350 handle and then you have a 495. So there's a nice range up there if you want to buy that one. You gotta be careful though, because it's gonna be a little volatile. And it has a short sell restriction though. Very interesting flag. It was a very interesting flag on the 1 minute. But I'm expecting IMAC to have a little pullback here. It depends on your risk tolerance. I don't want to tell you to buy because I don't know how long you're going to be holding for, because I know my ideas, but I don't know yours. Again, IMAC seems to be pretty strong, and if it holds over the 3, next area you gotta look for is 350. Expecting a little pullback here, especially that I think shorts will be jumping into this one in the next few minutes. A lot of consolidation on OXY. $13.68. Being strong. $13.55. Watching this 1342. $13.47. Right, so I'm looking for a little pullback on OXY. Watching that 1342 low and 1355. 1355 here. Watching that 1350, 1342 low, a 1 minute time frame. $13.83 high. $13.68 prior high. $13.83 $13.83 prior high. Bit stacking 1350. Expecting a little pullback here. A lot of consolidation. Pretty strong move out of the gates on this one. Parallel 1350. Some 1349 print. I want to see some of those. Watching level 2 tight. A lot of 1350s. Some prior support right there. If it gets taken out, I can see some 1349 coming in. Coming down. $13.38. $13.38. Some $13.30 going through. Prior low got taken out. $13.42 got taken out. VWAP test $13.05. Watching this pullback 1337. Yeah, no problem, man. Sorry it took a little longer to respond. I'm dealing with a open position here. I'm trying to manage the trade and watching many other things and the chat and all that kind of stuff. So I apologize if I took a little longer to respond to that question. Watching a little bit of something at 1340 on OXY. Strongest move was out of the gates. If you notice here, pretty strong push up. Right now, pulling down, kind of slow. It's a little bit of a more kind of measured move that we're having here on this moves to the downside. Watching prior low 1336. 1336. See some 1336, 35. Level 2. 50 tapping to 100 on the 5. And volume bars are not really strong enough on the sell side, which is not a good thing for me because I'm short here on OXY. And you're probably asking yourself why would I choose to be short on stock that seemed to be pretty strong like this. It's because I was looking for a little bit of a pullback closer to the view app prior to this stock having, oh my, okay, wait, we have TALO moving higher again. TALO, another energy sector stock. I was talking about that this morning and I posted that on chat for those of you that didn't see it. Let me just share the Discord group here with you guys on Twitter. I mean on YouTube. Okay, so consolidation seems to be a little strong here. Still watching the low, 1333. Slow move to the downside. TALO pulling back now. Coming down. Buddy, I saw your message coming through. I'll check it out in a minute. A little bit of selling around 1320. Okay, pulling back some more. Close to the view app here. Watching level 2, 1317 coming through. 1315. Okay, people taking profits around here. Gravestone doji on the 1 minute coming down some more. My order should have been triggered by now. Nah, it didn't get hit. My order didn't get hit. What was the low? This one here, 1310. My order didn't get hit. I had a limit of 1309. People taking profits around there. Coming back to probably retest that view app. Watching level 2. Not a lot of selling though. This thing is getting a little bit of support here. Thing is getting a little bit of support here. Yeah, it's taking support. Not a lot of selling though. Coming right back up. Oh, that's great. My order didn't get hit. It's came right back up. bouncing probably up to close to 1368. I'm gonna be watching this candle here, topping candle in the 1 minute time frame. Could be just a bear flag formation here to come right back down again. Probably retest that VWAP. You can see that TALO pulling back, APA pulling back hard as well. Support is not so strong though. It is really not so strong here. And I should have taken half, at least half out, but I didn't, so I didn't. Still a little bit of consolidation, a little bit of indecision here with the doji on the 5. And it really did bounce off of pretty close to the VWAP though on the 5. You can see it right here. See how far we're gonna go. Tilray moving higher. TLRA, TLRI, TLRI, Tilray, Tilray. A little bit of a topping candle on 5 minute time frame. Still a little bit of support, coming through here. Gotta watch a prior low, 1327. I don't see a lot of selling though. I really don't see a lot of selling going through. One thing that I'm noticing is that this bounce does not have a lot of volume, and we have a high in this one that seems to be pretty strong right here, 1346. For example, right here. See that candle? I was noticing that we had that there. It seemed to be a little bit strong. Let's see if we're gonna reject this area, come right back down again, because this bounce doesn't seem to be really strong. When it comes to the volume bars, I don't see this bounce being so strong, but the red volume bars are actually ramping up right now. Chances are we might pull down a little bit more, but we need to break this trend that it has here with higher highs, higher lows. So let's see what happens. If it runs right back up 1348, that's gonna put me in the red, because I got a fill on 1348. And it's getting support. Okay, it seems like it's gonna roll over, but I really don't see a lot of selling though. We have here topping candle on the 1 on prior resistance. Let's see if we're gonna come down here. I didn't want to be nickel and diamond this thing here, so that's why I let it run a little bit. OXY getting that support. Expecting this 5 minute candle to close here as well. Doesn't seem too strong though. This 5 minute candle doesn't seem too strong. Oh, look at this. This is why it doesn't look good. There you go. This is why it doesn't look good. All right, closing the red candle there. We still have about a minute on the 5-minute candle to close there. This 5-minute bounce. Let's see if we're gonna take down the prior low, 1338, and we're doing that now. Coming down some more, flushing back. We had a low on this one here at 1310, so let's see something here. All right, let's see. I just adjusted the order that I had because I noticed that we had here at 1310. I'm gonna I adjusted the order prior to this level there in case we flush down there. 10,000 shares going through at 330. 10,000 shares going through 330. Somebody was hitting the bid over there. There's a couple of 1325s going through there. 1325 going through there. Okay, there's not a lot of support here now. The tide is shifting. It's coming down now. Support already died out a little bit. It's drying out. Again, what I was looking at here on the 1-minute time frame on the stochastic says that if you look at the volume bars, they were not really so great to the upside. That's what I was looking at. Again, guys, I have a 1348 fill. I'm really, not looking at P&L, nothing like that. I'm just looking at the chart to determine how this thing is going to play out for me. And it came right back up to almost my entry level right here, right? And it rejected this area, coming right back down with this tapping count on the 5, right? So this is the reason why I stuck with it, and I adjusted the order prior to 1310 because it rejected that area. It bounced off of that area, and I want to make sure that it next time it goes right back down there. Probably it's gonna flush through, but I want to make sure that my order gets hit because the first time around it tapped it, but I didn't get filled because of how fast it got down there. Big size going through a 1320. Big size going through 1320, where somebody was 15,000 shares sitting at 1320. It tapped 13.12, which was my limit price, and it didn't get me filled either. It moved from there right away. Coming down now again. Got a couple of orders at 13.12, 13.11. Gonna come down to the 13 area. See some 13.05 to 13.07 going through there. Alright, so he got me out. You got me out, coming down to the 13 area. You got me out, coming down to the 13 area. So I had a pretty decent trade on that one there. 13.48 to 13.12. Pretty decent move. All out of OXY. Green trade 13.48 to $12 and 12 cents. I think I had a limit order of 13. I had a trigger at 13.16 to 13.11 trigger. Limit order. Okay, so now let's take a look. It's really close to the 1281 prior low. We're under the view app here, which is something that I don't like too much though. for a long trade. Okay, so watching OXY is still pretty strong move out of the gates today. I missed the first move to the upside here when it was ramping up. Then afterwards, I didn't want to chase that, and so I got in coming down. I put a limit order, a stop limit order as a short, and I got filled at 1348. So I put it under 1350 area of $half support, and it got me filled 1348. So and then on the way down here, it came down here the first time around. It tested this area that I had this order to 1310, and it didn't get me filled. Bounced off of that one, tap again this 1348 area, which is the high of this candle right here, 1346, pardon me. I had a 1348 fill. It tapped this area, rejected, it came right back down. It got me filled on the way down here. It rejected the first time around. It bounced off the second time, but then it came right back down, rolling back again, breaking under the VWAP, and it got me filled on the way down there. Took me out. I had a stop limit order to buy my whole position on the way down, and it got me filled. So I'm all out as of right now. Let me see exactly. Let me pull this report. So I got, I have to go and look at the report with more detail. Order short, so is the report. My trade log executed at 1348, and then it got executed at 1312. So 1348 and 1312. That's where I got out on that one. So I had a decent trade. Not complaining about it. I'm looking for more opportunities now. Looking at this one, it's still moving. Not as right now with this type of formation, we are under the 50 on top of the VWAP, but you know, resistance could be used. This 50 simple moving average could be used for resistance in the 1 minute time frame. So it could be a bull flag here with this huge move up. But again, I don't want to, you know, get a long trade under this 50 here, and on top of the VWAP, I wouldn't like take the short. It had to be under, breaking under the VWAP here, 1309. So the fill could be like $13, somewhat around that area. If it comes down to that area with a stopping candle, retest of the 1281 and move down there for a possible test of the 1204. But again, that's actually working out very well without me in the trade. But that's pretty much the idea. Again, in between the 50 and the VWAP, there's no clear trade there for me. Has to move down under the VWAP at $13. Move under. Hold up. So again, this could be a good short under the $3 mark if it moves down towards 1281 and under 1281 to 1250 possibly. Right now hovering around that VWAP, still holding to that the trend here. Could be a possibility that it can run down 1303, $13, have a whole dollar of support is $13. If you get under there, you can tap the 1281. DAL moving was JetBlue. JetBlue seems like it's actually having some sort of reversals of right now. Oh, sorry. I have a feeling that this one could be a little tricky here. OXY. 7,000 shares sell at 1305. Yeah, a little tricky though. Holding too tight around that $13 area though. 1294. Got a couple of 1294s over here. 1296. A little tricky to be able to determine really what this one's going to do. TALO. Hasn't pulled back really to have this. Let me look at JetBlue real quick. JetBlue. Yeah, man, not the greatest one to be able to see the decent trend there. Market is a little tricky today. We have we're up 800 points today, but really it's not, it's not moving with a lot of consistency. We can see OXY here trading inside of this range, TALO, APA, a lot of whipsaw, TLRA, hold up, TLRY. You can see this pen on the 5, but it's a little tricky though. So I don't, I wouldn't recommend exactly going in because of this wicks. You can see this bounces off of these areas, and we can use this trend lines here to kind of project a little bit of support as well, but still a little tricky. Seems like it's getting that resistance there, but if we are not able to hold here, we have another area of support down here. So that, for me to be able to determine really a best trade here, will be a little tricky. Right now, consolidation on XY, same thing. JetBlue doesn't have a range that I could probably say that we could use. OXY is trading inside of 1281, 1368 range. This morning was the best move, but I missed that one there. Watching Tilray. Watching OXY. No clear entry for me. No guessing. Too much consolidation around 1281 and the VWAP. No clear entry there for me. TALO not doing very well. Gilead and AMD. Total whipsaw. Nothing to see there. JetBlue. DX. I've noticed that the REITs have been moving in the last couple of days. SPCE. iMac looks pretty kind of beaten up though. Tilray's coming out. JetBlue is looking really tricky though. And OXY is trading inside of this range now that, according to the 15 minute time frame candles, we don't have a lot of volume to the upside, and I think that it might come down some more, but still trading inside of this range, looking a little bit tricky though for an entry, so that's not a good thing. Watching Tilray, OXY. Problem with OXY is that that resistance at 1346, pardon me, seemed a little strong still. And although we can come right back up to 1368, this range here doesn't give me some sort of great feeling about what's happening. We're still right here. Okay. For example, OXY. See here, came right back up on top of the 100. I mean the 50 simple moving average here. But coming up here to 1344 is 2 cents away from 1346 resistance right here. Look at the pullback right away. So it's still inside of this range here, which doesn't really give us a lot of indication of what this thing wants to do. For me, it will be a little bit tricky now to take a trade there. What's AVDL? Everybody wants to talk about AVDL to me today. Let's see. So thank you, man. OXY is slowly moving up. Broke the prior resistance at 1346. Sharp move up to 1368. Sharp move up to 1368. Okay, so 1368. Just tap. We had a 1368 high, rejected the prior resistance 1368. Let's see, not a lot of buying there, probably gonna try to push the price down again, test the 50 simple moving average on the one. Prior low 1358. A little bit of selling at 1368. Breaking out of there. It's being a little tricky here. Probably gonna get some people in if it breaks there, just to get people's orders, and probably roll over right back down. 1362 prior low on that topping candle on the 1 minute time frame. Look at this flush here, rejecting that 1368 again. Wow, this is a nice flush. Pretty decent flush here. A lot of selling going through. Not really a lot of support. Not support at all. It's gonna keep on coming down. And I missed that entry there on that, based on that resistance. That could have been a pretty decent entry. Nice flush though. Nice flush. Expecting a little bounce around here prior to any kind of follow through to the downside. Micro bounce on the 1 minute. There you go. Micro bounce on 1 minute. Then I'm expecting some follow through to the downside again. Cannot see some support really. There's not a lot of support around here. This thing is going to keep on dropping. So micro bounce on the 1 minute time frame. Micro bounce on 1 minute time frame. $13.42 is gonna be hit. There you go. 41s. Nice flush down. Can't believe it. What a beautiful move. Flagging 1 minute time frame. A little bit of consolidation here. Just a little bit of support rolling in here. It seems like it's not gonna hold. It's not too strong. It's really not too strong. Nope. It's not strong at all. It's gonna come down some more. Oof, look at that. Beautiful move. It was a quick 40-cent flush. Still being a little tricky though. Kind of up and down, kind of whipsaw type of move here in OXY. There's a lot of stocks that are just moving a little tricky way, I will say. I've noticed that the REITs are the ones that are moving. IMAX going higher again. A lot of whipsaw on OXY. OXY slowly climbing right back up to 1368 again. SDC. See what this is doing. Smile direct club. People want to smile now with this social distancing. Not about to short. You're not able to short this one. Okay, so we can't short this one. Pretty bad. That's bad. That's bad. Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't be able to short this thing? If you're wondering what I'm talking about when it comes to that, I am actually referring to the fact that the hard conversation here is when people's gonna go back to work. Ah, God, I'm sorry about that. Woo. I know that nobody thinks that things are going to be normal by April, but at the same time, at the same time, there's a hard conversation that has to be talked about. When are we going to go back to kind of normal things, right? And so that's the thing. I think that the market is reacting to the fact that at some point we're gonna have to accept the fact that we're gonna have to go back to the normal, which is like going back to work. The people will go back to work. So I think that that could be a possibility. And so I know that it sounds really kind of rough to say, hey, people gotta go back to work. You just gotta be careful in the way that they do things and this and that. And nobody wants to hear that. And so right now, still people kind of freaking out. The situation in New York City is kind of rough. There's no hospital beds. There's nothing going on. Like, how are you gonna tell people to, they need to go back to work? It's gonna be kind of hard to, do that. But again, at some point we're gonna have to talk about this kind of stuff. So I guess the market is reacting to, yeah, at some point things are gonna go back to normal, and so that's that's it. Oh, too bad I can't short this one. There's some companies that can't really do that. Man, I gotta say, I love being on Stock Twist. You can find people nowhere else that will get mad and or madder about any of your opinions so badly as in Stock Twist. People will get upset and call your grandma if they have to about your personal opinion. There's no better place for mad people than Stock Twist. It's amazing that I discovered that they banned. I got in. I was able to get back in using somebody's phone, so they couldn't track my IP to open an account and then change the name and all that kind of stuff. It's stupid. And then I would try to get the data from my old account, and I noticed that there's not one post there because they banned me out of it, like banned. And I had like 400 followers there, and now I'm back to 0, which is like messed up. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But I just posted an opinion here about AVDL yesterday about a possible short, and they just going nuts about it. They just going nuts about my personal opinion on a stock. Dude, and then when they post their opinions into what you post, or they give you a comment, you can see there that it says that they choose bullish or bearish. So if they, let's just say, let's just short Apple today, an example. I don't know if you use Stock Twist or not, but I just say let's short. I think about shorting Apple today, and you can type an opinion on a comment, and they allow you to choose a button that goes bullish or bearish. And so with your opinion, you say that you're bullish or bearish, and it shows. And it's most of the people that are actually on the other side of your opinion, they tap that button saying that they're bullish or bearish. Most of the time, these people get upset because they're on the opposite side of your idea. And it's like, how can you be so biased? Like, you can listen to somebody else's opinion, and we can agree to disagree, but don't just like get upset about it though. Like, don't start ranting about things that makes no sense. I understand that money plays a big part of our things and our emotions, but you know, take it easy now. ACHC. This one is moving higher today. Next area of resistance 565 on the daily. And we have a 615 and 720. Let's just type it in. 615. And 720. Oh man, I swear I'm looking at the wrong thing. ACHC. No wonder why. Okay, next area here. 1621, too close to resistance. 1777. $16.21. All right. 1621. Slow volume. Very low volume. 351,000 shares traded so far today. Let's type it in here. ACHC. Close to that resistance right there, 1621. Small account is doing good, man. Although I gotta say, I took a little hit right there yesterday on Penn, but I was able to recover some money yesterday on JetBlue. Made $130 back to the amount that I lost. That it was actually more than that. And today, so far, I have gotten a trade on OXY, and it was a decent trade. So far, the account it's actually growing. I have this week I have had a couple of good trades, and so far the account is doing well. The account is not so big, but because of the leverage that I'm able to use and no PDT rules, and on top of all of that, the executions are fast, and I do pay commissions. Commissions are really low. Today I just paid, let me see, this was what, 578 commission, 578, because I already went to see how much I paid. 578 commission times divided by 2, so I paid $2.89 per trade, which is not bad at all because my executions were fast. And so I paid 2 cents on ECN fees, 2 cents on ECN. It's actually good because I'm able to send the order directly to the exchange and not to a market maker, so then I can get filled. So that's decent for me. I'd rather do it that way. So far, the small account challenge is working out okay. I gotta say though, I'm being so cautious, and I'm trying to play kind of small, because being a small account, I don't want to mess it up. Yes, I do have some more money to put in, obviously, but I don't want to. I still have the IB account that I'm not using right now. I am trying to grow this one, kind of challenging myself during these times to see how consistent and disciplined I can be during the current market that we have. When it comes to shorts, I'm shorting small size, because although again I have leverage, I am not trying to go really big in when it comes to short, because I don't want to be on the other side of the trade with a pretty bad situation on a halt or nothing like that. And that way I don't want, I don't want to wipe out my account. So God, I'm sorry. So when I'm going in with shorts, I'm trying to go in with small size. 100 shares, 200 shares. Yesterday, I gotta say, I took a 500 shares on JetBlue, because I have about a little over $15,000 buying power on the account, so I can go in with some size. And again, even using 500 shares, I'm not gonna use my whole buying power, but I'm trying to go in kind of like small size, trying to grow it slowly. And stocks like today, I felt pretty messed up this morning on OXY, because I was watching OXY since the pre-market hours. And when it comes to long trades, it's easier for me to trade because of the rules and regulations. To the shorts are a little different, so that's why I'm trading kind of small size when it comes to shorts. But on long trades, I'm able to go in with a little bit or more size, I will say, to try to take advantage, because they will really allow me to do so. Because I really cannot lose more than what my account is. Other than the shorts, that will be pretty messed up. And so I missed that entry on OXY right at the gates today, from the $12 all the way to 13 and change. What was that? Let's see, OXY. And I didn't want to chase it, but if you notice right here, from $12 it went all the way to 13,783. So that was a pretty decent move that I missed, and that I was actually watching since the pre-market hours. So it was pretty messed up. I didn't feel comfortable about that. I felt kind of like my emotions were kicking in. Being honest, I was kind of feeling like telling myself, oh, you screwed up, oh, you missed on this one, and you this or you did that. And I was kind of being hard on myself. I gotta say, emotions kicked in, and I felt pretty messed up, because I had a pretty decent opportunity to make at least $500 to $600 on that trade, which you can see here in the first couple of minutes ramped up very nicely. So again, even if I go in on 500 shares, I don't know, I would have been able to make at the beginning 300. Let's just say, taking out, scaling out 300, maybe $400 early morning, and then taking a short that I made a couple of bucks going down as well, from 13.48 to 13.12. And I would have been able to take both sides of the trade, and have like a $500 day that for me on the small account becomes 6 to 1. $500, it actually becomes about 3,000 buying power, which is really a lot. So again, that's a good thing, and I missed it, and I felt pretty bad about that this morning. And so kind of was hard on myself when it comes to that. And this is me sharing the experience of dealing with a small account and all of the feelings. So you guys, trying to show you guys that it's not really only you that might deal with emotions and all that kind of stuff. So I go through that as well. I am trying to do the best I can, and sometimes my emotions, some emotions kick in as well, and so those are things that sometimes happen. So again, it's not only you guys. I have to deal with different things as well. OXY. That was kind of weird. I typed in CMEG twice on the stream, and YouTube wouldn't allow me to type that on the chat box. I don't know what that means. I don't know if CMEG has some sort of meaning, but when I type CMEG broker, they allow me to type in what I was trying to type in. Funny, I don't know if CMEG has some sort of meaning that is some kind of mystical type of different meaning. Till Ray on the move. See, though, I don't know. I got restricted from typing that in. Watch, I'm gonna take a picture and I'm gonna post it on the Discord. Watch what happens here. He gave me an error, and he said that it was an error. What's funny now is that I am looking at see, I'm having some issues. Am I still streaming though? Like, you guys can see me streaming? Buddy, let me know if I am still live. Yeah, I'm having some issues with YouTube though on this thing here. Let me try to open a new window on YouTube. I'm having an issue on YouTube to be able to log in. So you telling me that I'm still live, right? They won't allow me to go in. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I can see. I can see here that I went in to my channel and it pops. For example, let me see if they let me write. Okay, I'm in. That was kind of weird. Okay, so XY is flying now. Got out of that 1368 topping candle on the 5. Topping candle on the 5. And pulling back there. SDC kept on trending higher as well. Smile direct club. After the social distancing, I guess people are trying to look and have like a beautiful smile type of thing. Let's see. When they can go back to go back outside, I guess people will try to have like that beautiful smile. And this is the reason why direct SDC is actually trending higher. We can see ACHC as well. ACHC, let me just type it in right here as well. ACHC moving higher, and SDC surging, has been surging for the last couple of minutes. So let me just type this thing here on Discord, so that way you guys can look at it. CDC moving. I want to take a second to invite to Discord trading group. For those of you that want to keep the conversation rolling and share ideas with us, that is the link there for the invite on Discord group. We keep the conversation rolling and we share many ideas about trading, and we share opinions and all sort of things there. So if you're interested on maybe having a trading group friendship type of things, you can use that invite on Discord and you can come in and just share ideas with us. Okay, we can see a flag there. Flag on the 1 minute time frame. Small flag on the 1 minute time frame. Small pennant 1 minute time frame. See if we're gonna have some follow through here. We're just gonna pull back. OXY has been really decent. 1368 break. Wow, this is move up right there. Okay, so this is being really stupid. So YouTube is not letting me connect to chat. Let me go to my channel and try to see what's going on, because YouTube is blocking me. It's blocking me as a moderator from typing into the comment section of the chat. So they blocking everything that I'm writing. You can see even there, this thing is not going through. Yeah, now with they posted this thing a little bit of some time ago. That the algorithms were the ones that were going to be um, no way, they kicked me out. Okay, so now YouTube kicked me out. This is funny. Buddy, can you hear me though?